Appreciate the last few months. It's been incredible for me, you know. I dropped 3 on their head top. These guys are dropping albums. It's like hello and goodbye. You know what I'm saying? And careful with that reply because the pen isn't dry. I'm just letting you know.
If you don't think Drake is ready for round 2 with Kendrick, you haven't been paying attention. You got to remember, this goes beyond the battle. This is 10 years plus of history, 10 years plus of hatred, of tension, and we're going to remind ourselves a little bit of that tension right here, right now. You know, we just did a video talking about Game, talking about bringing Drake out, 6/16 in LA, now having tie-ins with the date of them filming that 100 music video on 6/16. But besides that act of Game bringing Drake out to LA, let's remind ourselves what Drake decided to do on 100 on that song that he was featured on while he was walking around in Kendrick's backyard.
I would have all of your fans if I didn't go pop and I stayed on some conscious shit.
I would have all of your fans if I didn't go pop and I stayed on some conscious shit. What conscious rapper at the time that Drake was having this sort of, is he dissing, is he not dissing back and forth with? Who could Drake be talking about? Well, a lot of people speculated it was Kendrick.
I'm in the club every time that they play the competition. If they even play the competition, then I seen the response they get.
If they even play the competition and I see the response they get. Well, think about that line as well. You conscious rappers who get played in the club, nobody is nodding their heads to your shit in the club. Again, you think, oh, this is kind of a generalized diss. No. This is typical Drake maneuvers where he doesn't directly name names, but you know who the target is. You know who he's intending. And Kendrick obviously heard it, obviously felt a type of way because he responded not once, but twice.
Niggas wanna flex on me and be in LA for free, huh? Next time they hit the 10 freeway, we need receipt, huh?
Wanna flex on me and be in LA for free, huh? That is a direct response to 100. That is a direct response to Drake coming out to LA. And that is a threat to Drake and also to Game.
Cause most of y'all ain't real. Most of y'all go squill. Most of y'all just envy, but jealousy get you killed.
And most of y'all ain't real. Most of y'all gonna squill. Think about the battle later on. Think about the angles that Kendrick took on Drake. That Drake was code switching. That Drake wasn't real. Well, you could see the blueprint. You could see the roots and the beginnings of it right here on Element. And I know we broke down the Element OG verse, which directly names Drake, amongst others. But you see when he drops Element, which still comes out in the mainstream, he is definitely firing right here at Drake. And shout out to Chillin' with Moni on Twitter, who discovered just this crazy, we won't even call it a coincidence because I'm convinced Kendrick does not move in coincidences. Drake's diss aimed at Kendrick on 100 starts at 2 minutes and 34 seconds. 2 minutes and 34 seconds. Kendrick's response to him on Element also begins at 2 minutes and 34 seconds. I would not put that past Kendrick to just go tit for tat response with Drake there. But we're not done with the Kendrick responses and the Kendrick disses. I thought it'd be a perfect time to dive into the Mask Off remix because it feels like when Kendrick really wants to fire shots at Drake, when he really wants to make noise, well, get Future on the line. Get Future on the phone and let's hop on a Future track and then drop a verse that gets everybody talking with Future on it. So we're going to dive into Kendrick's part on the Mask Off remix right here.
I got a halo. I level up every time God says so. Shoot on payroll. Looking like Pancho, looking like Pedro.
Hey.
Street from Tarzan. 10 dividend go grow when I say grow. Kung Fu Kenny with the Midas touch. Ain't no penny that I don't touch. All my enemy bite on dust. Ain't no talking when it's fatal. Having hard, I can't tell.
Wait.
Half of y'all might need help.
Wait.
I might fall in Rodale.
Bitch.
I might ball and not straight.
Say no more.
I might call her for real.
Say no more.
All I ask go unveil. Wind blows in the windows and I snuck in with a Vic glow. She copy like tenfold. Know who we sent for. Platinum. Gotta look at self and ask what happened. How y'all let a conscious nigga go commercial while only making conscious albums? How y'all let the braids on TV? How y'all let the hood at the table? Now y'all don't even know how to rate them. Niggas looking like I'm a creative player. Everybody who didn't pay respect, gotta fess up now and pay your debt. Gotta lay something down to make a threat. Gotta say something now, don't hold your breath. How you mean I'm floating? I got the salt, got the potion. I got them all like emotions and emotions. I put career in the Goshen's. I put the body in the ocean. I made an oath when my nigga told me to go in. Then he died on the cold bench. All my old friends living life on a slow end. Gotta keep shit rolling. It's deep.
Man.
I done fuck so much I can't sleep. I done fuck so much I'm retired. I'm about to live my life through day free. She said she broke down when Prince died. Bitch, my hair down, Prince lived through me. Get your ass up and be inspired. You know how many bodies in the street. Take the mask off so you can see.
Percocets.
Wow.
Yeah, Miley Percocets.
I forgot how dope that verse was from Kendrick. And you just talk about the different flows, even that slow flow towards the end, but he just shows the different gears. And then coming out of the different cadences and the tonal changes, some of the singing notes, some of those punching back out, the rhyme writing as well. What a complete verse from Dot. But there's some really interesting parallels that I find it today. And obviously some Drake lines we need to get to. Let's break this one down.
I got a halo. I level up every time God says so.
Even that. I got a halo. I level up every time God say so. Like right there. Halo, say so. Notice how he goes more sing-songy. But for me, contrast that with I level up every time God say so. And then he slows down. So you have this faster, very punchy style, right? Punch, 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 peppered scheme, and then come out of that and hold it, and then elongate off on the end, and then slow it down. So you combine kind of those singing harmonics with that faster, peppered rapper delivery, and I love the way that he bends that.
Looking like Pancho, looking like Pedro.
Looking like Pancho, looking like Pedro, and then hold it out again. Shout out to Pancho Villa, man, leader of the Mexican Revolution. Kendrick walking through, double strap like Pancho Villa.
Level up every time God says so. Shoot on payroll. Looking like Pancho, looking like Pedro. Money tree from Tarzan. 10 dividend go grow when I say grow. Kung Fu.
I love that. Money tree like Tarzan. And you hear it just like swinging from one side of the mix to the other. Almost like Tarzan swinging through the jungle. Money trees like the jungle Tarzan's from.
Looking like Pedro. Money tree from Tarzan. 10 dividend go grow when I say grow. Kung Fu Kenny with the Midas touch. Ain't no penny that I don't touch.
Kung Fu Kenny with a Midas touch. And then again right there. Like using that cadence. Midas touch. Midas touch. I grow up. And I love how he just punches in and he uses that 3-syllable rhyme scheme, but he also just matches cadence and the tonals. And he comes fast again and then just slows it down and punches it out. Again, the flows on this, the pockets, the patterns, the tones is also dope from Kendrick.
But then go grow when I say grow. Kung Fu Kenny with the Midas touch. Ain't no penny that I don't touch. Y'all might
He's got the touch of gold and he's shout out to Kung Fu Kenny. Don Cheadle proud, man. That's why I featured Don Cheadle in the music video. We already did a breakdown of that one too, but that's the origins of the Kung Fu Kenny. Come on.
Me bite on dust. Ain't no talking when it's fatal. Having hard, I can't tell. Wait. Half of y'all might need help. Wait. I might fall in.
I can't tell when I say so. Halo, help. The way he takes help and makes it somehow rhyme with the starting rhyme of halo, say so, and all that, just because of how he just slants it and chops it into that 2-syllable pattern, kind of drops down with the same intonation. Because of that cadence that he uses, he can slant rhyme that and just take words that don't normally rhyme and really bend them and wordsmith them into place right there. It's really dope.
Talking when it's fatal. Having hard, I can't tell. Wait. Half of y'all might need help. Wait. I might fall in Rodale. Bitch. I might ball in Australia.
Say no
I might call her for real. Say no more. All I
Even Rodeo, Australia. Like, how does he fit Australia into Rodeo? That does not set up on paper. He makes it work.
I fall in Rodale, bitch. I might ball in Australia. Say no more. I might call her for real. Say no more. All I ask go unveil. Wind blows in the windows and I snuck in with a Vic glow. She got me like 10-4. Know who we sent for. Plan a
And she got me like 10-4. And you hear just like very stacked harmonies. I love the doubles on that and how he goes into more of that singing delivery. Like Kendrick is so good at like just taking the rapper verse, setting it up for a few bars into this pocket, then totally switching flows, going into this pocket, and then coming out of that and just having almost like this interlude, this like melodic singing for a couple bars, and then come back out of that into the rapping. Like he keeps his verses so dynamic. It's like a Kendrick feature with a different Kendrick feature with a different Kendrick feature on the same feature. 10-4, like when he's talking on the radio, copy that, 10-4, versus obviously she's copying 10-4, come on.
Windows and I snuck in with a Vic glow. She got me like 10-4. Know who we sent for. Platinum, gotta look at self and ask what happened. How y'all let a conscious nigga go commercial while only making conscious albums? How y'all let the braids on TV? How y'all let the hood that
Platinum. That's a Drake response right there. And he lets you know it's a Drake response when he gets to the conscious lines. But remember what Drake said on 100. Remember what Drake said in LA. Drake knows exactly what he's doing. Filming with Game. West Coast legend. Filming with Game in LA. And then taking advantage of that opportunity to take shots at Kendrick. You think Kendrick was going to ignore that? No way. And Kendrick reminded him, I'm going platinum. So you talking about you would sell just as much as me if you went conscious and you would have all of my fans going conscious? Well, I'm selling and I'm doing what I'm doing over here. So what are you trolling and who are you really flexing on? because you better check yourself and check my own success.
Know who we sent for. Platinum. Gotta look at self and ask what happened. How y'all let a conscious nigga go commercial while only making conscious albums? How y'all let the braids on TV? How y'all let the hood...
Right? I've gone commercial, only making conscious albums. You're over here talking about, well, if I didn't switch to pop, it would be this. Well, you're the one who decided to do that. I've stayed in this lane, and I continue to have that Midas touch and that Kung Fu Kenny flow and just paving it my way.
At the table. Now
All a Drake rebuttal right there.
commercial while only making conscious albums. How y'all let the braids on TV? How y'all let the hood at the table? Now
And even that right there, how y'all let the hood at the table. Because again, this is really interesting that this is what Kendrick follows it up with. And also interesting that Kendrick gets on a future track, right? Because for me, Kendrick is reminding Drake of his street roots, reminding Drake of where he grew up. Because if you want to pigeonhole me and label me as just a conscious rapper, there's certain connotations with that, right? That I'm like a backpacking rapper. Maybe I'm like weaker. I just use my brain. That I'm not still street. That I can't still talk gangster. That I'm not still from the hood. Nah, let me put you in your place and let me remind you. It's not a coincidence that he follows up the conscious rapper lines with bringing the hood to the table, letting the braids on the TV, right? Letting me represent for my community.
commercial while only making conscious albums. How y'all let the braids on TV? How y'all let the hood at the table? Now y'all don't even know how to rate them. Niggas looking like I'm a creative player. Everybody who didn't pay respect, gotta fess up now and pay your debts. Gotta lay something down to make a threat. Gotta say something now, don't hold your breath. How you mean I ain't floating? I got the salt, got the potion. I got them all like devotions and emotions. I put career in the Goshen's and put the body in the ocean. I made an oath when my nigga told me to go in.
And that feels very controlled like, right? Everybody who's got an issue, say it. But also, he's talking to Drake. He's talking to his ops at the time. Maybe the Big Sean's, maybe others who had issues with him. But let's name drop. Let's be more direct here, right? Let's put it all out if you want, because I'll bury all of you.
Something now,
I'm
don't
ready for it.
hold your breath. How you mean I ain't floating? I got the salt, got the potion. I got them all like devotions and emotions. I put career in the Goshen's and put the body in the ocean. I made an oath when my nigga told me to go in. Then he died on the cold bench. All my old friends living life on a
I
slow
like that. Old friends, slow bench, cold bench. Like right there when he just takes the 2-syllable scheme and he's still going faster. Like throughout this verse, he just keeps peppering that very fast delivery. But then right here when he just condenses the 2 syllables, oceans, convulsions, emotions, oceans, riding.
And I made an oath when my nigga told me to go in. Then he died on the cold bench. All my old friends living life on a slow end. Gotta keep shit rolling.
Living life on the slow end. Like right there is a great example of how he goes fast and then he slows it down once more into that 2-syllable peppered pattern.
Me to go in. Then
Remember, he started this off with halo. So he still had the O that he was holding out. In this case, he's flipped the scheme a little bit, but he's still got that same principle of fast in between and then slow it down with just that 2-syllable elongated pattern at the end.
oceans. I put career in the Goshen's and put the body in the ocean. I made an oath when
I put the body in the ocean. See again right there?
my nigga told me to go in. Then he died on the cold bench. All my old friends living life on a slow end. Gotta keep shit rolling. It's deep.
It's deep.
I done fucked
It is
so
deep.
much I can't sleep. I done fucked so much I'm retired.
I done fuck so much I can't sleep, right? Swagging out right there, but also because he's literally fucking all night. Come on.
Can't sleep. I done fucked so much I'm retired. I'm about to live my life through day free.
Hey.
She said she broke down when Prince died.
It's alright.
Bitch, my hair down, Prince lived through me.
I am Prince.
Get your ass
I am Prince. And this is one of those examples again. He's done this with Tupac, where Kendrick just sees himself and believes in this reincarnation and just embodying these spirits of legends who came before him. And I find it very interesting. And it feels like poetic justice that later on, when you talk about one of the elements that came into the Kendrick-Drake battle, when Drake on First Person Shooter, wearing the Michael Jackson glove, talking about breaking Michael's records. And then Kendrick looks at that. He flips it on Drake, but then Kendrick likens himself to Prince and almost turns this into like a classic Prince versus Michael battle. And they had their rivalry and they had their competition. So it's really interesting that you have these Prince lines on this verse where Kendrick has Drake responses, Drake rebuttals, and then you fast forward years later to the Prince and MJ dynamic that got, reintroduced into the Kendrick and Drake battle.
up and be inspired. You know how many
Kendrick Nostradamus, I think so.
bodies in the street. Take the mask off so you can see.
And even there, you hear the ad-libs? Yeah. They won't take me out my element. Because what was the other track that he responded to Drake on Element? Those are the same ad-libs that you had from Element, from Damn. And where are they coming into play here? Kendrick is letting you know these connections. That just seems like a very swagged out, very dope ad-lib to have. But for me, there's a purpose behind it as well. There's connections that Kendrick is making sonically. And that just ties in with some of the genius of Kendrick Lamar. I hope you guys just enjoyed that look and that dive. And there's some more key pieces to me of this history as we continue to understand and appreciate it, as it further escalates, as Drake continues to run his mouth. And we'll see what happens when Kendrick does get back in the booth, when Kendrick does come out of his solitude once more to respond, to drop new music, to deal with things. Anyways, Kendrick Lamar, you're Knox Hill certified. Hope you guys like today's video. Listen, we're here at the end office. Join the content. Do me a huge favor. Support the channel directly. Subscribe. Notifications on. I'm putting in the grind. I'm putting in the time for you. It all helps. It all really, really does go a long way. Also, if you like the hat that I'm wearing, knoxhilldmv.com. Come at the brand. We got hats. We got shirts. We got hoodies. Everything you need. If you want to represent, if you want to support, it all helps. It all really does go a long way. All right, everybody. Stay safe. Stay positive. Take care of this. Take care of this. You know, I'll catch you again.
Hold up, got a head nod. What you mean? Coming for the bed ride. So clean. They coming for the bread box. Boys put a beat on your head like the Red Sox. Come at me like you really wanna ride more. I just put a milli in my wrist. I got time for it. I just put the healing in my fits and I grind more. I can see the envy on their lips. Better mind yours. We just hit Antilles on a trip. Put a time for it. I just took the ceiling from my whip. Gotta climb more. I'm way too fast. Ramadan. I'm way too fast. Audubon. Tell me what a pig gets. I got Audemars. AP telling me to press. I got Molotovs. M's every night like a Shyamalan. Hold 'em on. Slay 'em, then I leave 'em in a lake. I'm a summer law. Arabic, what I do with the pen.